first of all, you must test the water. I will lapse exactly at the game of the Tikulua. One of one and the kill, then you are Pamishi, Punganico, but we don't know the one that has been even panel, just about my Tikiba, or look to that, that's your tour. Pungani? So you take it, they will go and test the water and tell you that, okay, the water is okay. Is that okay? Am I making sense? Now, good. So my 3 steps are fingerlings, rearing, and fattening. If you get your fingerlings, you get the good ones. There are fingerlings that when you buy them, you keep them and be feeding them. You know, right? You'll be wondering, how come Mrs. A's fish is growing, my own is not growing? You got the very bad fingerlings. Soon I Kaswanya, and Nigeria looking. Nigeria they carry last. That is the jails in the Kisia, that is the 20. So the fish will eat your money, and fish feed is not cheap. That's the truth. It's not cheap. And then it won't grow. Then you would have lost your money. But then the silver lining is that you can still smoke these small fishes and sell. God forbid, it won't happen to any of us. Go back about. Then rearing. Steps involved in rearing. After you secure your location, that is where you want to get your fish. You want to do it in your house, but not your bedroom, no, please. Oga was just playing when he mentioned bedroom. Go back about. Keep you in a while. You can take a side, I think, some of the banners so you want to see in a while. I think it's a part of one. Why can you say one that I can be in a while? One day you should go. Then just get a proper draw, because if you get the right fingerlings and they start to grow, you're feeding them the right feed and everything. Don't worry, these 3 steps will be sent to your mail. I'm sure when you were registering, you wrote your email address, right? It will be forwarded to you, so you have access to the 3 easy steps for those of you who want to farm fish. Then you start your rearing. I listed down the depths to consider. Fishes that are easy to farm. It's mostly catfish or tilapia. That is what we usually farm here in Nigeria. In the catfish day, you want to farm because that's what most of us do. You get a good container and start rearing them. You now notice that, you know, in life, it's not everybody that grows the same. It's not everybody that grows the same. So, if you notice that some are already growing, you have to separate them. So that means if you want to start fish farming, you have to have 2 containers. In Kampala, the container air. In Kasaba, so part of the feed. And in Kanabasu feed thing, you have to do it at a particular time. But anytime, because we have to keep a feeding because I timing that it's very, very important to get an expert to teach you before you start. So you don't want to waste your money. Ask questions, learn from the experts, just like we have them here. You can take their numbers, they will introduce you to people who are around, people to guide you in everything you need to know. Because any money you have now, I'm sure it's very important to every one of you. Then you ask them questions about the kind of feeds. How many fish you should start with? What size of container is supposed to carry a certain amount of fish? Space will not be enough to affect them. In fact, the bigger the space, the better for them. But always make sure you start with 2 containers so you can separate the big ones from the small ones. Otherwise, many years are switching in Canada. Rearing, say fattening. Fattening is very important because I wouldn't want to grow a fish that is not growing, or I wouldn't want somebody else's fish to be bigger than mine, so I have to pay attention. You know, protein is a key material to force fish to reach a desirable weight. For catfish, the best sources of protein are sunflower, soybean. Soya beans, and as such, feed them. Seed of cotton. One that they kind of the cotton. They usually come in seeds. You can get the seed. Cotton. Golden cotton. Kusan and golden cotton. But those seeds, yes, you can get the seeds. And catfish in particular, they require a huge amount of protein as they grow quicker than other fishes that are farmed. And I was doing a research last night and I discovered that you can even use termites. Chinge and the yes, you can use chinge. Sometimes I can sort of Ghana say the soup abudu. Oh, in catching say the because fish na the sada. Fish na the sada. So most times you have to alternate. If you don't alternate it, you will spend a lot of money, and the economy is fluctuating. It fluctuates a lot. You may spend that money and then you will sell, and it's not fair to spend that kind of money and then you won't gain anything. You can use termites. People use maggots. You can harvest it from the fish itself. The moment you take a something like they said they give you, those parts, the suruba, maggots are already. You can harvest it and put back into your fish pond. Some use species. You can harvest it. It's not easy. Looking for money is not. It's not beans. It's not easy. You can even use cow dung. Cow dung, cashishan, what? Akoi kankana the maggots that is how much. You may not like the maggots outside that of where. Susa, elder. Akoi susa tiki. So in come on with the if you keep giving me one particular food, after a while I'll get tired. Yes, after a while you get tired. But if you supplement with maggots, with termites, cotton seeds, soya beans, and all that, in fact, when you start, after your first and second year, you should be able to have an idea of how to start producing your own feed. How to start producing your own feed. A lot of people do it with chicken. Average chicken. But you have to go to people who have the experience so you don't make mistakes. Because if you give them the wrong feed, it can affect their growth. So I advise that if you want to do that, you start with a little portion and then watch their growth. Watch their growth. If it is working for them, that means you have made progress. Go back to that. It's another way of making money. Go back to that. Maybe 50 to 100. What? And it's working. All you need to do is get NAFDAC approval. You start packaging it, and then you become the next down with it. Maybe go back to why I say it's a matter with him. I think I'm going to go back to So you can just start packaging, and then you are producing, and then Nigeria needs to wake up. We have to start producing some of these things that we import. Honestly, it's about time. A lot of us finish school and then we sit down, there's nothing to do, we're wondering, okay, let me do what everybody else is doing. Please, let's think outside the box. It's very important. That and because I think future will be. Thank you very much. I'm not going to say too much. I think I'm almost done, but my paper is here in case any of you wants to photocopy, but like I said, we will forward it to your mail. Those of you that don't have emails, please ask those who have, so you can make a copy for yourself if you want to start Fish Lab, and I'm available for questions. Thank you very much. Oh, any question, please? Why did it matter? Yes, definitely. You will grind it because they are fish now, they can't eat the whole, they can't eat it, so you have to grind it. You have to. Any other person? advise you meet him so you can learn from him. It's good. See, she's doing the right thing. She just asked me now, in any topic on fish products, because she wants to learn. I'm sure you're interested in producing feeds. So it's good to ask questions. So you work with people who have experience in the field.
Gentlemen and ladies, there's a topic on that fish feed. But we are trying to cut time so that we can do quickly. But at the United available space, they're going to call the other guy, Dr. Adeku, to address us maybe in 10 minutes about the fish products available. Thank you.
Questions. Who have the questions now? Eh? Who have this? Everyone. Survive, even though they can still eat ants and other insects that come to attack your rice. But catfish mostly they need protein to grow because of the nature of the fish. They have a lot of flesh and a lot of oil in them compared to other fishes. Do you understand? So it's good for you to alternate their feeding. If not, if you keep giving them the feed in the sack, yeah, they will grow, but they will not be as fat as that person who gives them more protein. And the way you feed them matters. I told you people about timing, they need to ask questions. In fact, the technical know-how is very, very important. Have I answered your question? Thank you.
Thank you. It's based on the feeding you just said now. We know, based on the explanation, I think growing after hatching it, you have to get the fingerling right. I don't know if there is a feeding method, or you can just give the same food right on their maturity, or okay, that's what you have.
Like I said, at every stage, there's a kind of feed that you give. When you go to those people selling, if you meet the experts, they will tell you, okay, this is the feed you start giving the fingerlings and then the fishes that are mature.
Are they going to give Let me explain to you. If you are the type you are exporting this fish to overseas, they see one single maggot in that fish, they will destroy the entire product. Not only your own fish, any product that comes with it will be destroyed. So 3 days before you market or you want to process your fish, stop feeding the that will not be people have digested and they have been washing you by water. So please, that is what I want to tell you about my word for now. You can use another bad products. Like some people are using chicken offers. Some people are even using dead chicken to feed. If you are going to use them, make sure you boil those offers, the viscerals. Boil them, or even the dead fish, boil before you apply it on your pot. If you apply it fresh, 2 things you are doing, you can introduce disease. 2, you are also contaminating your water, which is not too good. And there is what we call traceability, to be explained to you later. People want to know what they are eating now. Any product that I want to consume, I want to know how people are processing it. I don't eat anywhere, any outside, anyhow. I look at the environment before I buy my food. If I see that the environment is not it, I will move away. Because I don't want to eat any bad products. And if you are selling your products, people want to sell you are doing it. What are you using to feed? If you tell them you are using maggots, they will ask you further question. She made mention of insects as well. There are so many insects you can also use. But you must ensure that they are processed before you can use it to feed. Otherwise, nobody will buy your fish. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our last presenter, Mrs. Cheto, is talking from the standpoint of somebody who is into the business, who has a farm, who has been running a farm on her own, and she is sharing her experience with you. So that sometimes some of the things that she has mentioned are things, ways in which you can manage your farm, try to be prudent about costs and things like that. But at the same time, the point that the questions are so telling you what you need to do. Some of those aspects that have been mentioned are things that have to do with quality, packaging, marketing. You know, there's some places whereby, like it was mentioned, you come into somebody says maggot. As much as it's healthy for the fish, it's not attractive to people. So those are the marketing side. Where I'm sure when Dr. comes to entrepreneurship and marketing, we also talk about things like that. So we have seen how an average Nigerian tries to sustain their farm by trying to see how they manage their resources and use what is available to sustain the farm. So I believe that you can learn from some of these things and see how you balance them. So basically from her presentation, I'm sure she has clearly identified those processes for you, those steps. First, identifying soil, right environment, right source of water, right source of feeding, how to build your fingerlings, all these processes and things that she has tried to explain as simply as possible as somebody who has been practicing these things and has been seen doing that successfully. So I'm sure that we will move on from here. How many of us are planning to start a fish farm? What I will still do before the end of this program, I will try and see the permission of the status board to try and create a group through which you can interact with our professionals, maybe a WhatsApp group, so that constantly you can throw out your questions and then constantly get free expertise. Because what's it called, training. We visited some of the best fish farms. When I mean best fish farms, I mean in terms of quality of facilities and then returns on investments. And we have been to farms that so much has been put in, but the return has been terribly poor. Simply, and what was making the difference? The quality of professionals that were available to the owners of those farms. Some people go and play their day, put as many boreholes as possible in a location where borehole will not be effective. So, please, there are some things that you cannot do shortcuts. There are no shortcuts to your access to water, to the quality of your pond. There are no shortcuts to your sites, doing proper soil tests and things like that. There are no shortcuts to that. I'm sure you had that from So briefly, I want us to pray and ponder over what we've had when we are waiting for the next stage. We will go for lunch, and after the lunch, yes, please, they will bring the food for you so that they will serve it. Let us just be in the same location so that they can bring it and then serve it. So while you are wondering about that, we'll go into the enterprise after this break. Thank you very much.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. The not is going to be serving women from now. So please try and put your tag on your neck to be able to identify you that one of the participants of this program. That is one. And then tomorrow, when coming here, you're going to be dressed in your t-shirt and face cap along with your tie. We're going on practical experience tomorrow to the farm to see how fishing is supposed to be done. So we want you to be your t-shirt, your face cap, and your tag on when coming here tomorrow morning. So just let us be patient because anytime from now we have to start serving you all. Thank you.